As Bears fans, most of us probably want new ownership as we feel the McCaskies don't have the best interest in the Bears winning since we all just keep showing up making them more money and they still keep losing ball games. Well, there have been reports previously that they actually might be putting the team up for sale in the near future. And over the last 2 weeks, Sports Illustrated dropped an article about apparently Jeff Bezos having interested in purchasing the Chicago Bears if they go up for sale. And then according to 24/7 Sports, Elon Musk is also in the rumor mill of having interest in purchasing this team. Bears ownership could go from old money to newest wave of wealth, and I'm here to break down the two potential owners of the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Now, before I begin today's show, hit that like button if you want the McCaskies to sell the Chicago Bears, along with commenting Bezos or Musk on who you prefer the Chicago Bears to be the new owners of, and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all Chicago Bears news and notifications, because if you like this video, subscribe to the channel and comment on it, you automatically enter to win a custom Chicago Bears jersey of your choice. So are the McCaskies selling the Bears in 2025? Well, according to reports from Bleacher Nation and 670 The Score, the Bears might be for sale after Virginia McCaskey passes away, as her children at the moment do not seem to have much interest in taking over the franchise. Virginia, being over 100 years old, unfortunately is going to happen sooner than later, but if true, that means that George McCaskey is likely to be selling sooner than later as well. Currently ran by George McCaskey, her son, who has shown recently he is willing to make change, such as firing Matt Eberflus in the middle of the season, Shane Waldron being let go, Nate Davis being gone, and also opening up the checkbook to Kevin Warren. It might be a move to make the team more attractive and interesting for a owner to come in, because the Bears are now worth $6.4 billion at the moment. It's only gone up over the last couple of years. Since 2022, it's nearly doubled, and there has been a lot of interest from investment groups and other wealthy individuals, but the NFL has their ties to tech billionaires, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. So if the McCaskies do sell, they would be set for life, no doubt about it, but not a worry in the world either, and they can still be Chicago Bears fans like they claim to be. But this team needs a new owner. This team needs a new ownership group that wants to win, because a new wave is coming to the Chicago Bears, and I think that it could be for a positive. So let's go into Jeff Bezos, Amazon CEO, chairman, and founder, is interested in the Chicago Bears. He has expressed interest in owning an NFL team for a very long time, and now that the market is heating up, especially with the Chicago Bears, he is currently the favorite, according to Bovada Official, with 325 plus odds in buying the Chicago Bears when they become for sale. Bezos has been linked to the Chicagoland area and Chicago at plenty of times. He actually was going to build an Amazon village a few years back inside the city of Chicago on the south side, but unfortunately chose another city. But he also still has very, very big interest in the city, in the Chicagoland area, as the Chicagoland area has one of the highest amounts of Amazon warehouses in the country in a concentrated area. So a lot of footprint here. Bezos, who is worth over $240 billion, would be giving up less than 5% of his net worth in order to own the Chicago Bears outright, which is just insane to say and truly shows how rich some people are in this world. But he has a competitive mentality, no BS kind of guy. Look what he's built, arguably the biggest company in the entire world. So I think he'd be a fantastic owner for this team. But the biggest link right here of why he could become the next owner, because there is a whole process of becoming an owner in the NFL, and it's a bunch of rich people getting together and trying to buy it, is that he has been in the same box as Roger Goodell for the last 3 years for the Super Bowl, and he has been obviously very close with him. We've seen pictures of them hanging out on top of that too. So that's the biggest vote to get in order to become an NFL owner, and Bezos definitely would get it from Roger Goodell himself. Bezos owning the Bears could become a reality here very, very quickly, and with one of the biggest off seasons coming up in franchise history, like we always say, but this one truly is, throwing a new owner in there might be the time, and this franchise has never been more attractive to purchase. But there's a new mix to this entire situation, is that Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla and X, formerly Twitter, has also expressed interest in owning an NFL team across multiple platforms. right behind Bezos. He is second favorited in owning the Chicago Bears at plus 500, but the richest man in the world of over $300 billion currently has interest in being aggressive at buying other corporations, one of them potentially being in the NFL, and he could make an offer that the McCaskies can't refuse. Musk has mentioned that he has had interest in buying an NFL team for the last couple of years, and with the Bears potentially being next and being a third largest market team in the NFL, it would be a big investment for Musk as well, along with being able to invest more into the city of Chicago for whether it be X, Tesla, or the other organizations he's a part of. But my thing with Elon is that the dude is spread beyond thin, and he just keeps getting spread more and more thin. And I don't know how much he'd truly be able to focus on this team. He's apparently leading, and this is new information, the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, will be working with the government to provide guidance from outside the government itself and will partner with the White House and Office of Management and Budget in 2025. Well, if that does really happen, which I have no idea if it will or not, this is not a political channel, but I respect Musk's insane work ethic of trying to build new things, an entrepreneur through and through. But owning the Bears, I don't know when this guy would have time to even walk into Hallis Hall and talk to Caleb Williams. McCaskey at least is there hanging out with them, doing whatever he's got to do. Bezos buying the Chicago Bears would be huge for the Chicagoland area. Also, he might relocate over there, even though he's located all over the world. He would definitely have more of his foot in the door when it came to Bears ownership. That's the one thing about the McCaskies, that they literally live right down the road from Hallis Hall, which is kind of something I would like Bezos to be a part of as well, because, you know, this franchise needs a lot of help. But I don't know if Musk would be the guy for it. I think he's spread too thin, but anything is possible, and we'll see what ends up happening. But when you got $300 billion, you can do whatever the heck you want. You can own pretty much the entire world if you really wanted to, but we'll see what ends up happening. So who would I want out of the two? I think I've made it obvious, Jeff Bezos. Nothing against Elon Musk either, by the way. I think that he has an insane work ethic, and he's built himself from the ground up and done a fantastic job of doing so, being worth over $300 billion. But I think Jeff Bezos has expressed more that he actually has interest in the NFL. He'd be fully invested in the Chicago Bears. He would be wanting to build the Chicagoland area on top of it with Amazon. But at the same time, he's a no BS kind of guy. He would be the alpha over Kevin Warren, and he would want an alpha head coach in this team. He'd want alphas everywhere in that front office, on that field. And he would respect and pay up to make sure that this team is fully good to go. Not only that, too, he can also afford to buy out the Arlington racetrack. He would also probably be much more willing to move out to the burbs, because he can literally build an Amazon city along with the Chicago Bears in Arlington Heights. So there's a lot of factors that go into this, but in my personal opinion, Jeff Bezos is my choice. And I want to hear who your guys' choice is, because it is an interesting report to see that the Bears do have interest. And if the McCaskies truly do sell next year, it could go to one of these two. But with that, thank you as always for tuning into this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. Make sure you comment who you want to buy the Chicago Bears if you had to choose between the two, along with liking this video and subscribing to the channel. But with that, thank you as always for tuning in, and bear down, baby.